Howdy ho, good neighbor. Today I went to Jack London Square where they're going to create a new homeless shelter. That's right, the only safe place in Oakland. Well, I put that in quotes. Nothing is safe in Oakland or in all of California or all of the United States. Maybe in open carry states you might be a little safer where you can have a gun on your hip. But not around here. But the leaders of Oakland decided that they're going to put a homeless shelter in Jack London Square. That's right. What are they thinking? The only place you can go with your family to watch a movie or go to a fancy restaurant is going to get a homeless shelter. What do you think about that? I think it's crazy. So watch these next couple news stories and you will see that Jack London Square is going to go right down the tubes with the rest of Oakland. You got West Oakland, you got East Oakland that are just so dangerous, neighbors can't even stand to live there. Now they're going to invite everybody into Jack London Square. The A's have moved out, the Oakland A's baseball team. The Golden State Warriors have moved out. The Oakland Raiders have moved out. And now I guess they want everybody in Jack London Square to move out. So if you're homeless, go to Jack London Square and get you a free room with 3 hot meals a day. What kind of country are we living in? I think we got too soft. You should be able to work for your living. In the Bible, it even says that you need to work for a living, for your food. Nothing's for free. But here in California, everything seems to be for free. We'll give you a free cell phone, free money. So come to California and we'll take care of you. I wonder why people are moving out of California. You tell me. All right. Enjoy these next couple news stories and tell me what you think. The fall of civilization is coming to you. Oh, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these new Jack London Square homeless shelter adventures. They changed the name to Homeless Navigation Centers. Doesn't that sound better? Yeah, it does. All right, you know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. Palm to the cam, palm to the cam.
Some business owners in Oakland's Jack London Square are fighting back against a plan to bring a homeless shelter into the area. And as Andrea Nakano reports, they say business has been tough and fear a homeless shelter would deter potential customers from spending money at their stores.
The last year has brought its share of challenges for Marcus Supply Ace Hardware. Burglars came in through the roof to try to get into the safe. Customers' cars have been broken into, and recently a van parked on their lot was set on fire. Owner Brian Altwerg is concerned adding a homeless shelter in the area would drive badly needed business away.
I don't think it's a good idea. I think that Jack London Square is a beautiful place, and if you bring the homeless shelter down here, people aren't going to come down and visit, and I think that it's just going to make it harder for Oakland. That's Clarence Marcus and his wife Helen Marcus.
Marcus Hardware has been in the family since the 1920s. Brian is a 4th-generation business owner, and his daughter hopes to carry on that legacy.
My daughter, who's 7, wants to work here too. I've done everything in this store, Daddy. I'm like, oh, okay, keep it up, but your job is school. Go to school and learn.
A group of business owners gathered Thursday outside the Jack London Inn, the site of the proposed 110-room homeless shelter. Many say they are struggling to keep their doors open, including Dorcia White, the co-owner of Everett and Jones Barbecue. She would rather welcome new businesses that could attract more customers to the area.
It's not that I'm anti-homeless, but I do think I'm looking for a walkable area. I'm thinking of bringing in something in here that will draw crowds.
Former police chief LaRon Armstrong organized a group of business owners. He claims the city wasn't transparent with its plan to build a homeless shelter in the middle of a shopping and entertainment district.
We have to have a comprehensive strategy on how we're going to address our homeless population. There are several abandoned residential locations in the city of Oakland that could be converted into some type of transitional housing. I think, but when we make these decisions, we have to be mindful of the communities that we're impacting.
Carol Altward with Marcus Hardware says she loves Oakland and is committed to keeping her business open. She just hopes the city will reconsider its plans so her store can thrive for decades to come.
I would like to see it go somewhere else. I think it's needed, but not in an area that's supposed to be the jewel of Oakland.
Jack London Square is in Councilmember Carol Five's district. We reached out to her for comment, but did not hear back tonight. Now, the city did issue a response saying it did hold a community meeting and is currently reviewing the feedback.
A famed barbecue restaurant in Oakland is just the latest to sound the alarm about crime in the town. Everett & Jones has been operating out of Jack London Square for 25 years now, but they worry about a recent wave of car break-ins. Our Lynn even witnessed one himself while he was shooting this story. Now the owner, along with others, are worried that it could even get worse because of a planned homeless shelter in the heart of the district. The city this year approved funding to turn Jack London Inn into a shelter. It's located at the corner of Broadway and Embarcadero. But as Lynn reports, many businesses are urging the city to reconsider that plan.
That is the sign and the main entrance to Jack London Square, and this right here is the hotel. Businesses say a shelter here would scare customers away. In the last 25 years, Everett & Jones has served up tens of thousands of barbecue plates at their Jack London Square location. But co-owner Darcia White questions how much longer they can continue.
Whew, it's rough. We are holding on by a very small, very thin piece of thread.
They survived the COVID pandemic and high crime. We saw a car break-in as we were doing an interview. Someone broke the back windshield of this SUV looking for valuables. Oakland police say auto break-ins are down compared to last year. But Darcia isn't sure they can overcome having a homeless shelter on the same block.
I just watched my customer base dwindle. And now I'm in the pandemic of the homeless.
A few months ago, the city agreed to pay $6.8 million to hire a contractor to rent Jack London Inn and run a shelter here. The hotel has 110 rooms. It would be one of the largest shelters in the city. Businesses and neighbors say the city did not previously do any outreach.
You need to definitely reconsider the location. Personally, I don't think it's the right location.
Scott's Seafood Restaurant is one of the longest running businesses in Jack London Square. They and others worry about customer and visitor safety.
I'm kind of shocked. It's because this is a historic Jack London Square. I have a heart for putting the shelter in this building, but I think it's not blend with the beauty in Jack London Square, maybe somewhere else.
Some visitors say Jack London Square is one of the few spots they would go in Oakland. They believe adding more than 100 unhoused people in the heart of the district would further hurt its image. But one neighbor who lives a block away supports the shelter.
If people can live there, why not?
But how are you?
Darcia says while food and labor costs have gone up, her business has gone down by about 30 to 40% compared to pre-pandemic levels. She says the city has to reconsider the shelter location to give her and other businesses a fighting chance.
I am holding on for better days, and I believe in Oakland, and I love Oakland.
The general manager of Jack London Inn declines an on-camera interview, but he tells me as of this week, they're still operating as a hotel. He says he cannot comment on the shelter plans.
And the city tells us it heard the concerns and is reviewing community feedback and evaluating options for next steps.